Your bananas will stay fresh for weeks if you use these methods I am going to share in this video. If you're anything like me and love bananas, you know how frustrating it is to buy a fresh bunch, only to wake up the next day and find them brown, mushy, and way too ripe. Most people try to save the situation by tossing them in the fridge, but that only makes things worse. The peel turns black, and they end up looking even less appetizing. So, how do you actually keep bananas fresh, yellow, and firm, for weeks, even months, without them spoiling? Well, I've done the research, tested the methods myself, and in this video, I'm sharing everything that actually works. Make sure you stick around till the end, because I've got a clever bonus tip for using overripe bananas. And trust me, it's one of those tricks you'll wish you knew sooner. Let's jump right into the first and most important method for keeping bananas fresh longer. It might sound a little unconventional, but hear me out. Clean your bananas with baking soda and water. Yes, seriously, here's why it matters. Bananas are typically harvested before they ripen. During transport and storage, they're often exposed to ripening agents, like ethylene gas, to speed up the ripening process. That's where baking soda comes in. Washing ripe bananas in a baking soda solution helps neutralize these ripening agents and remove any lingering chemicals, dirt, or pesticides on the peel. This simple step can noticeably slow down the ripening. Here's how to do it. Fill a large bowl with clean water. Then, add about 1 tablespoon of baking soda and mix well. Gently place your entire banana bunch into the solution and clean it gently. Make sure to roll and move the bananas around to ensure all sides are exposed to the solution. The baking soda creates a mildly alkaline environment, which helps loosen and lift off surface contaminants, including ethylene residues and pesticide traces. One pro tip is to make sure to soak the banana stems for at least a minute or two, because that's where most of the ripening chemicals are concentrated. Once done, take the bananas out and thoroughly dry them with a paper towel or napkin. This step is crucial. Any leftover moisture can promote mold growth, which defeats the purpose entirely. If you're enjoying this video and will love to see more helpful tips like this, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss anything I upload. I know you will enjoy being here with all the helpful tips I will be uploading. Now onto the second method, and it's just as simple, yet incredibly effective. Rinse your bananas in salt water. Just like baking soda, salt water can help remove ripening agents and surface pesticides that may still be clinging to the banana peel. Here's how to do it. Fill a bowl with clean water. Then add 1 tablespoon of salt and stir until fully dissolved. Place the whole banana bunch into the salt water solution. Gently clean the bananas, making sure to soak the stem area for about 1 to 2 minutes. This salt water solution is also effective because salt helps to draw out surface-level ripening agents and pesticide residues, and it also slows the natural release of ethylene gas, especially from the stem. Since ethylene is the hormone responsible for ripening, removing or reducing it helps delay browning, black spots, and mushiness. Again, after rinsing, thoroughly dry the bananas with a clean paper towel or napkin. Any leftover moisture can promote mold, which we're trying to avoid. This is simple, science-backed, and effective, and it works beautifully if you want your bananas to stay fresh longer. Before we move to the third method, I want to talk about a common mistake that most people make. They come back from the grocery store and store all their fruits together. No, don't do that. Keep bananas away from other fruits, especially apples, avocados, and peaches. I know they are all fruits, and you may want to store them together, but please don't, and here's why. Many fruits naturally release ethylene gas as they ripen, and bananas are extremely sensitive to it. Storing them close together creates an ethylene-rich environment, which accelerates ripening and leads to browning, soft spots, and spoilage much faster. Instead of storing them together, do this instead. Give your bananas their own storage space, away from the fruit bowl. Avoid placing them near ripening fruits on countertops or in bags. If possible, store them in a cool, ventilated spot with plenty of airflow. Even after washing, If you keep your bananas next to high ethylene fruits, you'll undo all your hard work. So, if you're looking for long-term freshness, then let your bananas breathe and give them space. But if you do want to ripen a banana quickly, like for baking, place it in a paper bag with an apple, but only when you're ready to use it. Where are you watching me from? Let's connect from around the world. Comment your city or country in the comments. Now let's talk about method 3, a trick that's surprisingly effective. Wrap the banana stems in foil or plastic wrap. It's a low-effort, no-mess method, but it can easily buy you an extra days of freshness. This method might look simple, but it makes a big difference. The banana stem is where most of the ethylene gas is released. This gas spreads to the rest of the fruit and speeds up the ripening process. By sealing off the stem, this creates a barrier that prevents ethylene from escaping and circulating around the fruit, which helps delay ripening, reduce brown spots, and keep the texture firm. And this is a big tip. Combine this wrapping method with the earlier washing techniques, and you'll see even better results. Try it and come back and tell me about the results in the comments section. I'll be waiting. Method 4 is one of the easiest and yet most overlooked ways to extend your banana's shelf life. Hang your bananas instead of letting them rest on the counter surface. Yes, something as simple as keeping bananas off the counter can actually slow down their ripening. Here's what is actually happening when you do that. When bananas sit on a surface, the weight of the bunch puts pressure on the bottom bananas, causing bruising. These bruises accelerate the production of ethylene gas and lead to faster ripening and browning. So instead of doing that, do this instead. Hang the bananas on a hook in your kitchen. Just make sure it's a cool, shaded area away from direct sunlight and heat. Hanging allows for better air circulation around the entire fruit, reducing bruising, minimizing moisture buildup, and slowing the release of ethylene gas. Now, if hanging is not an option, for instance, you don't have a hook, then try to store bananas so that the stems are elevated or not directly pressing down on the fruit. Thus, place them concave side facing down and curved side facing upward. This mimics the natural phenomena that bananas grown in, which helps to evenly distribute the pressure. This small adjustment can help your bananas stay firm, yellow, and bruise-free for much longer. In case you have a bunch of bananas on hand, let's say someone gifted you a lot of bananas, and you feel you may not be able to consume all of them in the next couple of days or weeks, then you can freeze them. Freezing not only stops further ripening, but it also gives you a convenient supply of bananas. Take the bananas and put them in airtight freezer-safe bags or Ziploc bags, then put them in the freezer. You can use them for smoothies later. I know I have mentioned in my previous videos not to store bananas in the fridge. If you missed that video, I'll link it to this video as a related video so that you can watch them. So this is what is happening. Refrigeration slows down the ripening process inside the banana, but not the outside. So while the peel will turn dark or black due to a process called chilling injury, the fruit inside will stay firm, sweet, and fresh for several more days. The blackened peel is, however, unappealing to many people, so you may want to not store your bananas in the fridge to prevent food waste. Remember that putting unripe bananas in the refrigerator will prevent them from ripening. With all these methods and smart storage tips, you'll be able to keep your bananas fresh much longer, without rushing to eat them all at once. But what if you still have a few brown, overripe bananas lying around? Don't throw them away. With just 4 simple ingredients that you may already have in your pantry, we're going to transform them into a crave-worthy dessert that's sweet, satisfying, and surprisingly healthy. It's naturally sweet, packed with fiber and potassium, and perfect for anyone looking to cut back on added sugar without sacrificing flavor. Here's how to make it. You'll need 3 overripe bananas, 2 teaspoons of coconut oil, half a cup peanut butter, and 3/4 cup chocolate chips. I use semi-sweet chocolate, but you can use dark or milk chocolate if you have a much sweeter tooth. You will first want to peel and slice the ripe bananas into coins. Then, line a baking sheet with parchment paper and arrange the banana slices in a single layer. In a small microwave-safe bowl, heat peanut butter in 10-second intervals, stirring in between, until smooth and runny, about 20 to 30 seconds total. After, pour the peanut butter over the banana slices and gently spread it to coat the surface. Transfer the tray to the freezer for 6 to 8 minutes, or until the peanut butter is set. Then, in another bowl, melt chocolate chips and coconut oil together in the microwave, using 15-second intervals and stirring in between. This should take about 1 minute and 15 seconds. Remove the tray from the freezer and pour the melted chocolate over the peanut butter, spreading it evenly with a spatula. Return the tray to the freezer and freeze until fully set, at least 1 hour or overnight for best results. Once frozen solid, break into pieces and serve. It's a quick, delicious way to use overripe bananas. And trust me, once you try it, you'll want to make it again and again. So now you know not only how to store bananas for weeks without spoilage, but also how to turn them into a healthy treat if they've already gone soft. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and share it with your friends and family, so they can stop wasting bananas too. And of course, subscribe for more real food science tips, kitchen hacks, and healthy recipes. See you in the next video. Bye for now.